There. Welcome to the Loom Show for Friday, March 9th, 2018. Hope everyone's doing well. Waiting for some people to get here. No one's in the room yet.
Oh my!
Of course, like always, we forgot to switch that off. Had a root beer earlier, finishing that off now. Hey, how's it going? Take care. Hey, how's everyone doing? Yeah, it's Friday and I can't talk. What's going on, guys? Jen Hen is here. Jen Henderson. Hello. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome, Mr. Smokes. How are you, Mr. Ron Buckley? How the heck's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well on this wonderful Friday. Well, it's afternoon where I am. 2:44 right now. Getting a little bit late start. I was talking to one of my coworkers from day shift who I hadn't seen in a while. So I'm getting a late start. I was ready to start 20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. I mean, he's a great guy. He's on day shift now. He used to be on night shift. And so I was talking with him, so I'm getting a late start. So how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on? I don't know. It's one of those Fridays where I can't wait for my shift to be over. Can't wait at all. Jen Henderson says, just popped in to say hey and hit that like button. Hope you have a great shift. See ya. Take care. Have a great one. See you soon. Talk to you soon. Hit that like button before you leave. Not that it matters. I always just joke around. It's all great. It's one of the big shots that works here. Looks like he gained about 25 pounds in his gut area. Ron says, had the strangest week in Florida. It seemed like I missed Adam the Woo by minutes one day. Yeah, was that the day that you were over at Disney? Was that when you went to Disney? I'm trying to think now. You said you should have followed him around. You should have followed Adam the Woo around, just making fun of him the whole day. Oh, at the Gator Park. Well, we all know, okay, that if Adam the Woo's in town, he's got to hit that theme park like it's the first time he's ever been, even though he's been hundreds of times and vlogged about it thousands of times. Especially when he lived 6 miles away from Disneyland. He'd vlog about it 3 times a week, even though he was probably there 6 times a week. You know, been there, done that, got the t-shirt for it. I mean, I don't know. I've talked about it many times before, and it's just, I'm not a fan of all that Disney stuff. I'm not a fan of the theme park stuff. Do it once, fine, and time to do something else. Ron says, I was able to catch Night Ranger in concert, though. Bonus in my book. Hey, sounds pretty good. Sounds good. Night Ranger, I'll tell you, they don't have bands like they used to. Some of these groups, I mean, I hate to sound like an old fogey, but some of these groups now, it's so fake. All the auto-tuning, and no one knows how to make music anymore. And it's just the same lyrics over and over again. I mean, they should take some lessons from people back in the day. That's what I think anyway. That's my 2 cents. I don't know. I wouldn't mind going to Walt Disney World if I had to. I would go just to say that I went once. And that would probably be it. I probably wouldn't even enjoy it. Probably seen everything anyway from Adam the Woo. Ron says, gonna try to vid something tomorrow that might be of interest to you. We'll say, yeah, hey, I like all your videos. I mean, I really, that was what I liked about Adam Nawu, seeing things I had never seen before. Now, this is part of my thing, that why I don't like the theme park videos, because I've seen them all already. You can go, Adam Nawu used to go with his friend Jay. Next time he was going with his then girlfriend. The next thing you know, he's going with Justin Scard. He's going with anyone else that flew into town, and the Tim Tracker and Jen Tracker. And it didn't matter. It was still the same thing, you know, variations on a theme. I love the idea of seeing things I've never seen before, you know, or learning things that I've never learned before. Very interesting. Blind Views, when Blind Views did that video, the first video I ever saw of his, he explained what it's like to be legally blind. And I had never thought about it before, so that was very enlightening to me. When people go around, see over here, we've had such crappy weather this winter. It's been up and down with the temperature, and snow and it melts away, and snow and it melts away. Unlike a few years ago where it started snowing in December and it never melted away the whole winter. That sucked. So it wasn't that bad. It just kept accumulating and accumulating. Every time it snowed, it'd be more and more and more. There was nowhere else to put it. It wasn't that bad, but now that the better weather's going to be getting here, I'm hoping to do little traveling, you know, for my videos. You know, maybe a town or two here or there, and try to show something of interest. You know, just so I don't want my channel to be just me, you know, sitting in the basement vlogging every day. That's going to be a thing to do here, there, and, you know, as needed. But I honestly, I want to try to grow my channel a little bit. And I think a lot of people, you know, they haven't traveled. These travelers, they don't come up to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, these areas here all that much. And, you know, there's a lot of history. I mean, Massachusetts alone has a lot of history that dates back to the Pilgrims. And, you know, it's... I'm not saying that I'm going to go and take a piece off of Plymouth Rock. But, you know, there's some stuff here that might be of interest. I'm going to try anyway. Need to get up to the Lizzie... Yes, the Lizzie Borden house. That's in Fall River, Massachusetts. That's about 25 miles, or about at least 25-minute trip away from where I am. But my goodness, that's one of the big bosses there. He's gosh, looks like he's had a tough week too. He illegally parked. He's limping. Maybe it's been a tough week for his old bones, but the Lizzie Borden house is very interesting, and there's a lot of documentaries on it that is, from what I understand, it's totally true. I mean, it's what you want to read into it, but that's a place of interest. I know it's a bed and breakfast now. And Ron, you said, was it you that said that you had you were on a list for many years to be able to stay there on Halloween night? Was that you? I think it was you. Like in 2021 or something, 2020, something like that. That's interesting. I think it's you're on the waiting list. I say, hey, you only live once, but something like that, that's history. I mean, there's so much history in the buildings around here. My grandparents lived in a house in Bristol, Rhode Island, that dated back to the late 1700s. That house was built, and just, you know, the history of this old craftsmanship, it just was very, very unique compared to everything else that is, you know, oh, my house is 15 years old. Oh, there's nothing there. Nintendo 2009, welcome. How you doing today? I want to grow my channel a little bit and go into some areas that is going to be fun for me, but also fun for the viewer. I mean, my personality hopefully will help everything glue right in there. Kelly Paulson, welcome. How are you? Ooh, look at that picture. You have a nice picture, Kelly. I'm at 1051, Nintendo 2009 says. I am good, Kelly. How are you doing? Strange Her, my PB&J buddy. As a matter of fact, my PB&J sandwich is in my other bag. It's way in the back. But yes, I do have my token peanut butter and jelly sandwich for work. It's all good. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Kelly's doing okay. Old Crow is here. How you doing, Crow? Good to see you. Your little sister is here, Crow. Old bird, she calls him. So yeah, so I guess the way that YouTube works now, Leon Survival Playground. Hey, how you doing, brother? Yo yo. The way YouTube works now, all of these comments are now they're saved now. That's pretty cool. I'm still waiting for that to happen in one of my videos. Is it because I use a phone to live stream, or I don't know? Maybe I'm just not doing it right. But yeah, a lot of people. There's a lot of mixed emotions about that right now. About how some people don't want the comments there because they feel like, oh, now people are going to call them out if they happen to say something before. Whisket Rabbit's Fury 2. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I think this is your first time. Hey, welcome. Pull up a chair. But a lot of people have mixed reactions to YouTube's new features, I guess they're called. New features. Me, it doesn't bother me. At least you can go back and see if you missed something. So I'm okay with it. That's just me, but... So Strange, how's the family? How are the kids? Haven't seen you around lately. Actually, I saw you on yesterday. You must have already left, though. I saw you on Tammy's live stream. Crow says, yes, now I can go back and see what I missed when yeah, that's like me. I feel like I probably miss half the stuff. I try not to, but Whisket's going to stream in a bit. That's cool. That's awesome. Strange says, yeah, I'm in and out here and there. Yeah, you're one of those people that just leaves without saying bye. I know. Yeah, maybe I will. I'm going to be starting work right after around 3:45 here, so I will see if I can catch that Whisket. No problem. Thank you. I'm playing games, lol. I forget to say goodbye. If I know the people well, if I'm on their live stream a lot, I say bye. If I really don't know them too much and I really don't see too much of them around, sometimes I'll stop in for a minute and then just leave. But I mean, if they don't even know me, to say bye, if I might never be back on their stream, you know, sometimes it's just people. I'm here, there, and everywhere. But I try. It doesn't always happen. I think chat replay it last 24 hours. Leon, really? Because that's unique, because you're the first person I heard say that. Everyone else is saying that it's supposed to be there like comments on regular videos. Chris Cook, thanks for stopping by. Drop a like, appreciate it. I've been missing yours. Yeah, you know, because we lost power last Friday night, a week ago. We lost power, Strange. And then I didn't do my live stream Saturday night, and I didn't do mine on Monday. We didn't get power back until Monday. Lou's here. Hey, how you doing, Lou? This old stoner's here. Welcome, guys. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting people here. I got 8 people here. Good, good, good. But Strange, I haven't been... this is the first live stream this week I've actually done on the time I've been doing them, so I'm glad you're here. Crow says, I get calls and messages and forget what I was doing. Yeah, I know that feeling. This old stoner says, I think it gives a live stream a longer life after the stream. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Stoner. Lou, how you doing? That's Strange, I think, yeah, that comment was meant for you, Crow, I think. Yes, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because, you know, it's just personal preference, but the Illuminator, JJ, is drug-free. It's personal preference. So I knew that had to be meant for old Crow. But I'm feeling a little bit, I'm trying to turn the heat down a little bit in the car. I have the car on so I can charge my phone at the same time that I'm doing this, but I have a tripod here, but it is much... I don't trust it. It's one of my cheaper ones. And I think it wants to pull everything down. See how it's moving? I'm doing good, Lou. I'm glad it's Friday. I am a working man, but I'm telling you, I have so much I need to do this weekend. Penny McGee, welcome. How are you? Ooh, I like that's a Atlanta Brave. Is that an Atlanta Brave? Oh, it says, I'm sorry, Alabama Crimson Tide. Hey, that's cool. I like your picture. Strange, listen, you're making a lot of... Are you sure, Strange, that you're not a little tipsy? I mean, you're making a lot of typos yourself. I'm only joking. I'm joking. I know, that's how we do. We joke with each other. Roll Tide. That's cool. That's cool. So, Lou, I hope I'm not stepping on if you were going to be doing a live stream. This, I'm going to take this off. I want to shut the car down. Open the windows a little bit and charge the phone later. Can't take it, guys. I can't take it. I can't take it. I typo a lot anyways. Yeah, that I noticed. They're originally Birmingham. Oh, wow. That's cool, Chris Cook. I like that that emblem. Oh, now Crow is now he's typing typos. We got more snow. It was on Wednesday. It was rain until the snow took over around 6 p.m. our time, and it probably gave us about 2 inches, but then it turned back to rain, so it made it compact and very heavy. And now all over the place over here, it's just whatever's left is like basically, I don't know if I can, yeah, I can do that. I forget I can change. I mean, it's just basically whatever is. No, see, you can't zoom when you're doing this. I mean, we have even bigger piles here and there because it's parking lots. I mean, they what was I gonna say? When they cleared the parking lots, obviously it made it so that this other stuff didn't melt away, but it's mostly all off the grass already, and that's the way I like it. It seems lately, this whole winter, whatever snow we get, it's been gone in a couple of days, so that's cool. Penny McGee, are you talking to me? Where do I live at? I live right on the border of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Just over the border. Yeah, Ron too. I'm so done with the cold. I just keep saying to myself, one more year, then I'm out of here. Yeah, you know, I love my job and I stay because of this job and the family and everything, but seriously, I mean, I get so jealous of watching these videos of people who complain that, you know, their winter went down to 60 degrees and Lou at 79 here. Oh man, I'll tell you, I cannot fathom what it must be like that you don't. Yeah, shut up, Lou. Exactly. You don't, you have no idea what it's like to have to envy it being summer all year long. I mean, I would take 60-degree weather in the winter over, you know, those days where it was 3 degrees over here, and I'm getting to the point where I just am so gosh darn sick of it. I can't take it anymore like I used to, and being a new homeowner, it's like all the more I have to shovel, and it's just one more thing to do, you know. Penny says it's 70 here one day and 40 the next. Yeah, we had one day where it hit 65, and the next day it hit 70 back last month, and then it went right back to crazy. But those 2 days were right after we had a snowstorm, so the snow was barely around 24 hours. Lou, I could live very, very comfortably knowing that it was never going to snow again, or at least, you know, never have that type of possibility of these bad winters and the sand and salt in the car and rusts your car and the heat in the winter where it's just, I mean, this is where I was born and raised, but I think I can get very used to Southern California very quickly. I think it's toughens you up being over here because you're used to it, you grow up in it, you get thick skin for it. But, I mean, we don't know any different unless you go other places, and I'm not really a traveler, so unfortunately, I'll probably never know because I'm going to be here the rest of my life. Crow says, I don't like heat. Spring and fall is the best seasons. I think fall and spring have been... Yeah, over here for us in New England, more often than not, it goes right from winter right into summer, because sometimes even by the end of March we're already getting the better weather, and then the rain we're supposed to get in April we get in May. And it just goes from being like cool and disgusting to 80 degrees every day. But the allergies happen constantly. Lou, you're right. The crowd, it's crowded enough here. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be even more crowded. Like, I couldn't live in Boston or anywhere where it's just too many buildings and too many neighborhoods. I mean, I live on the suburbs, but I mean, there's no buildings in my town. It's all just neighborhoods and businesses, stores and stuff. And sometimes that's too much. Crow says either sweltering hot or butt-ass cold. Yep. Blind Views is here. Welcome, welcome. I was just at the beginning of this live stream. I was talking about learning new things and how your video, the first video of yours I ever saw, Blind Views, was you explained what it's like to be legally blind. And it just was amazing because I had never thought about it before. You really, you enlightened me. And that's what I like about YouTube, to be entertained, to learn, to be enlightened. I love all that stuff. Hey, take care, Whisket Rabbits Fury 2. I'll try to catch your stream. Lou says it's overcrowded here. On the V-Line, 30 minutes from Greensboro. I'll tell you, I think I can live very comfortably in an area where the winters were milder. Even Virginia, where it's milder, I mean, I could live with the cold weather more than I can live with, I believe, more than I can live with being all the snow. And there used to be there was a point where we, for a while, weren't getting much snow during the winter, and now lately it's been coming back in droves. It literally has been crazy, crazy, crazy. This year, we get a few inches, it melts away. We get 10 inches, it melts away. We get 5 inches, it melts away. That's a little bit easier. Hey, Silvio Gamer Simulator Games. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I seriously, I'm getting to the point where I'm complaining constantly about it and I hate it, but in the spring, I say bring on the allergies. That's what I say. Bring on the allergies. Ron says Northern Virginia sucks in the winter. It's more ice than snow. Everyone freaks out and everything closes down. Yeah, over here, about 8 or 9 years ago, they had a storm here where it was one of those, oh, don't worry about it. It's going to be 2 inches of snow. Don't worry. And then the wind blew it in and like everything shut down. The buses trying to get the kids home early from school. All of a sudden, 19 inches of snow happened at 3 inches an hour, and it was almost like a blizzard. And long story made short, they made like these promises, the politicians did, that any type of problem snow, they will cancel school and this, that. So now it's like almost any time there's going to be more than a couple of inches of snow, they cancel school, no matter where you are. Public schools, colleges, everything cancels. And sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing, but they don't want another thing where the highways were just jam-packed, no one could move. There was gridlock everywhere. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. I lived in Providence at the time. I was trying to get to work, and I leave early enough to get there. In an hour and 45 minutes, I literally went about 6 car lengths on the road. Only 6 car lengths in an hour and 45 minutes. Kept calling my boss, I'm going to be in. And I'm like, who am I kidding? These cars are never moving. It'll be freaking 6 days away before I can finally get to work. But the thing is, the other getting away from where I needed to go was moving a lot faster. So I managed to just turn around and went back home. And what took me an hour and 45 minutes, actually, it was over 2 hours from my house at the time, but in what took me 2 hours from my house to get to there, I was home in 15 minutes on the other side. I said, never again. If there's going to be any type of major snow, I am calling out. SDMF Vampira, how are you? Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, thanks, Chris Cook. Thanks for being here. But, yeah, I mean, the snow just absolutely, it's been horrible, horrible. Just trying to get through winter. I mean, it seems like it's been going fast enough, but you just keep saying, oh, I can't wait for it to just be spring. Did I miss anybody else? I apologize. People come and go. It says I have 7 people here. I have this cheap tripod that I'm using, not my regular one that I usually use on a Saturday night, but this thing is loose. Look at this. It's just loose as anything. It's like, oh no, we're having an earthquake. Ah! It's one of those days that if you're outside, it feels cold. And when you're sitting in the car, it feels warm. You can't win. I gotta catch up today. I really haven't watched any YouTube at all today. Very little anyway. I gotta catch up. So much I need to do. I think it's gonna be one of those Fridays that's dead. So I'm just gonna keep YouTube going on my phone as I'm doing things on my janitor cart and just try to catch up on things. That'll be good, I think. So I hope everyone's doing well. Anything below 65 is cold. That's how people in Florida talk, Ron. In Florida, you know, it gets to be 55 degrees and everyone's bundled up like it's 10 degrees over here. I will take 65 every day, let me tell you. Especially during the winter, I would never complain. 65, I'm outside in a t-shirt and shorts. I didn't know you did a stream last night. Crow, I had no idea you even live streamed last night. I never got the notification. That's part of my problem. That's one of my beefs, my big beefs with YouTube. Hey, I got a beef with YouTube. Big surprise. I just can't take how I get notifications from people that I would never go on their live streams, you know, so to speak. And I got other people that go live and I never hear about it. Ron can't do the cold weather anymore. Yeah, I have to admit, the fact that the cold didn't bother me as much 10 years ago as it does in my 40s. Us old guys mind the cold. You know, my dad just with the blankets on his legs all the time, and I get notifications. I'm one of the lucky ones. Whatever on my desktop computer, I get the same notifications on my phone. So I know that's not the problem with me. But I think YouTube is not consistent. That's part of the problem. They're not consistent all the way across the board. So what's normal for me might not be normal for everyone else. I sang Bee Gees backwards in the nude. It was awesome. Bee Gees backwards in the nude. Well, that's a new one on me, Crow. I have to admit, though, I'm looking forward to being able to just not wear the flannel shirts, not have a jacket in the back, not wear long pants. I want to get back into my shorts, and I mean, I wear a lot of tank tops in life, but just shorts, t-shirts, go to work, I'll be all set. Blindview says, people have been telling me they are not getting notifications regularly. Even this live stream I'm doing right now, I guarantee you half the people that showed up probably didn't get notified. They just happened to stumble in. I had a lot of people that were first time in my live stream, but they don't stay. A lot of people don't stay. I don't have staying power for people when they come in the first time. My problem is that that there's no consistency with YouTube. How deep is your love, Crow says. Nice backwards writing. I can do that on a chalkboard, or when I have to write big, I can easily write things backwards all the time. I can write left-handed, right-handed, ambidextrous if I write big enough. I can sign my name with both hands. Yeah, I'd be a perfect bank robber or something. Write everything with the other hand, and then... No, I'm just joking. Becky Green is here. See, I was just talking about notifications. Yep. Klersky the Creeper! Creepers unite! But yeah, YouTube is just not... It's not consistent for me. I get notifications for some people sometimes, and other people get notifications other times, but Becky's here, so everything just got a lot better. Klersky the Creeper's here. Things got a lot better. I already have a room full of great people, so I can't complain about my followers. The only thing I can complain about is YouTube, and they'll probably shut me down one of these days. YouTube will shut me down for blaspheming. Gotta love it. What are they doing there? Oh, it's a wonderful thing. In case anyone never saw let's see if I can. It would help if I hit this button again. I can't really see too good from where I am. They're taking one of the dumpsters up, and ba-boom. I wonder why they're doing that now. They usually do this early in the morning. If you're on first shift, you usually see something like this. I'm gonna put it back down in case no one ever saw anything like that. They try to push it back into place. That's pretty unique. Don't usually see them this time of night. That was one of the big shots. Is it 3:30 already? No, it's 3:11. He's leaving early. You too, Silvio. Have a great one. Dumpster boom. I wanted to be a trash man when I was young. Me too, Ron. I wanted to be a mailman. I wanted to be a trash man. Remember when the garbage guy, the man who emptied the cans? Yeah, that's around here we don't even have that anymore. Up until a few years ago, some of the neighborhoods still had that. We have someone that does the trash, but not the recycling in my small town. But even that, they're getting rid of. They used to have 5 guys on the back at one point. Now there's 1 guy and the driver has to get out. Officer Rollout, how are you? Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. But yeah, jobs are just they're being demolished and go into the machines. You go into my local Walmart. My local Walmart used to have, back in the day, even when I worked there, they used to have, they had, what do you call it? Oh my goodness. They used to have a long time ago. Hey, how's it going?
I thought you were doing a GoPro to investigation.
Yes, I'm with Channel 12 News now.
How good state employees are.
Yeah, that would be a good one. There was just something in the news. That was one of my coworkers. There was just something in the news about state employees. They did this whole thing around here about how one of the big shots was being driven by the campus police or something to and from the airports and all that. And now everyone's afraid over here that you never know when the news is going to be around, and people are afraid to be 5 minutes late or to not have their car there because their wife brought them to work and all this other stuff. But oh yeah, these jobs. The Walmart. That's what I was saying. The Walmart was. I think they had about 20 registers. Not that they were all manned all the time. Eventually, they got 4 self-checkouts. And it was so bad that people used to steal left, right, and sideways, and they got rid of them. Well, wouldn't you know, they brought them back, and now they have 12, and they got rid of more registers. Now you have 12 regular registers and 12 self-checkouts. And long story made short, you put 1 cashier on 4 registers now, so they don't have to have, or they have on 8 registers. They have 2 cashiers doing the job that 12 used to do. People lose jobs. The trash men, they lose jobs. Everyone's losing jobs. Everywhere they go, we're all losing jobs to all the machines, basically. Klersky's, my friend's dad was a garbage man. He found a $5,000 ring once. Wow. I don't know if I'd actually be going through the trash like that, but Crow says Walmart freaks me out. Becky says in the 80s, my friend's dad was a garbage man. He found lots of stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'm a dump picker, so I don't think I'd be able to do it. I actually would definitely be one of those people that if we had like a town dump, I'd probably be coming home with more stuff than I went there with. I could just see myself now. I'm one of those people that, oh yeah, I can use that wood. Oh yeah, I can do this. I can do that. Yeah, I can do something with that. And then it just sits there because you have all these grandeur ideas, whatever the expression is, visions of grandeur, and you think you're going to be able to have all this time to do this and do that and do this and do that, and it never happens. There is a very, very beautiful blonde parked right next to me taking off. I never saw her before. She was gorgeous. Wow. I don't know. Sorry, just had a man moment there for a minute. Had a man moment there for a minute. Had a man moment. Can't apologize for who I am. Sorry. Kyle Pokeporter, welcome. How are you? Klersky says Walmart gave their employees raises, but then they went to the self-scan. So one employee to 10 registers. Yeah, they gave the employees raises, and then they closed 66 Walmarts. So tell me how that worked out. Ron says, I remember that. I found a Stretch Armstrong once working electric football game with football. Hey, that's cool. Lou's back. Yeah, you left. I knew you weren't here. Everything got a lot warmer. Now that you're back, we can be cold again. Hoarders, yes! And Lou, I mean that in all love. I mean, we could start being real again. Officer Rollout says, Hoarders, buried alive. County dump petition. Let's cut someone up. Let's cut up the, let's cut up Walmart. Let's cut up YouTube. I can't take it. Between Walmart, I used to be able to go to Walmart and get all kinds of stuff cheap, spend $100 and get a lot. Now I go to Walmart, I spend $280, and I feel like I don't get as much. Is it just me, or are they getting more expensive because they're putting everyone else out of business? So then you have to pretty much buy from them, so they don't have to be cheap anymore. Is that what it is? Something like that. Electric football was fun. I remember electric football. Becky says, my husband's favorite when he was a kid. Aaron Willis, Gamer Doom, welcome. How are you? Hey, Creeper, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Killer Sharks here. What's up, my boy? How are you? Just doing a little live stream before work. Gonna have to take off in a little bit, but I have a pretty good, love the show. Yes, I'm a lumberjack where, when I'm not here cleaning toilets, I'm a lumberjack. I'm a lumberjack wannabe. I don't want it to be the end of winter. I'm just joking. Can anyone explain to me why that guy made Dave a puppet? Becky, I was wondering the same thing because it was for weeks. Dave kept talking about it. The guy wanted to do it for Dave. And Dave's like, okay. I mean, he's not going to stop someone from doing something they really want to do. The guy could have told Dave he wanted to make him a quilt. And, what's Dave going to say? No? I mean, yeah, okay. And so Dave has a puppet now. Oops, I'm losing my footing here on my... This is the cheapest tripod I've ever owned. I got all my good ones at home. You gotta wait for school to end to start. Killer, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, all work, no play. I think I missed something. Lou doesn't know if he's going to do a live stream today or not. Lou, if you do a live stream, it'll be great. If not, if you do a regular video, that'll be great too. I clean my building. They have some classes there, but it's not a school. My building is used for like music institute. They rent out different things. There's some offices there that people rent out. But yeah, I have a couple of classrooms and stuff. There's a theater that seats 440. That if they use that, I have to clean. Sometimes it's an overtime to clean that. But yeah, I'm sorry, I never asked. Oh, that's okay. But yeah, I mean, there's other buildings around that the company cleans. That's all grouped together, and I mean, I like where I actually am. Now. It's a lot of culture. You never know what you're going to see sometimes. Just into some of the new Judas Priest CD. Judas Priest came out with a new CD. Wow. I had no idea. I'm in the same spot every day because we have something with the union. We have seniority. So I was able to, we had a bid. There's so many areas that are covered by full-timers, and we can actually bid on them. When you bid on it, you own it. And if someone opens up something else, we'll have an internal bid before they hire from the outside. And I used to work at different buildings, and then when I got in here, it's been, I want to say, 11 years. It's been 11 years. This month, it'll be 11 years I've been in that building. And I like it a lot. It's a big building. There's a day person on one side that does like a theater and dance type stuff. That's all on one side. And I have it's not big, but it's enough to have two full-timers. One cleans during the day, one cleans at night. And I usually work nights. Sometimes I'm in during the day. It depends on the situation, but I like nights better. And I got most of the music stuff, on my side, which is pretty cool. I can't complain. I don't see myself being there for forever. I probably would end up going somewhere else eventually for a change, but thank you, Killer Shock. I appreciate it. Lou has a huge Maine Coon cat. Maine Coon, those are beautiful. The Maine Coon cats, I have a coworker that has two of them, and I'm the type that I get from the pound. I get kittens from wherever I can get them, and I've never owned a Maine Coon, but I'm a big cat person myself. Somebody wants me to film my cats someday, and the only reason why I haven't is because I feel like if I do and then something happens to them, I'm a very emotional person when it comes to my animals become my family, so to have too much video of that type of stuff would be it would be hard. I think Kyle, you're the one that wanted me to film, I think, but I have to think about it because I'm a person. I'm a Libra, so I love myself and I watch my own videos. So no, it's all good. I have to decide if I'm going to do that or not. I don't usually watch my own videos. I have to watch them when I edit them, but that's all well and good. And a small trouser snake. Oh! I have a trouser worm, but it's very, it's... I need one of those smaller, what do they call those things that doctors use? Those micro rulers or something. Oh, gosh. I don't use, everyone that I know that live streams from a computer, they use Google Hangouts. And I go right from YouTube. But, that's just me. I just stream everything right off of YouTube. I've never done a live stream from my home computer. I always do it from my phone. Oh, I'm glad Killer Shock got my joke. Yeah, that's what I should do. I should have Ty show up for a day and clean with the hockey mask on. That would be something. He probably would hyperventilate and pass out from all the fumes of the wonderful chemicals, and he'll be passed out on the bathroom floor or something. That would be something. Of course, my boss would probably show up and I'd probably be like, oh my goodness, 18 years down the tubes. But no. There's a lot of crazy things that I want to do. A lot of crazy things I don't want to do. Don't you hate it when you have a coworker and they look right at you, so you wave and they don't wave back? I want to be like Loom. This is my little pinky. Here you go, Ron. Not you, Ron. This is a coworker that just passed by. One of the maintenance guys. We have one building where our base of operation is. And that's how I get to see all these other people. But when you worked here for 18 years, you know so many people. Lou, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. If you do something later, I will do my best to be there. If it's a live stream or a video, that'll be awesome. If not, have a great weekend, brother. What's the difference between a dog and a cat? Kyle, are you asking seriously, or is it a joke? Yeah, my mother used to say the same thing, Killer. You don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Around here, a lot of people, just to show, oh, okay, Lou, that's awesome. A lot of people around here, that's all they do is talk bad. Dogs have tails. Oh yeah, my cats don't have tails. I forgot about that. But yeah. Killer Shark, you haven't been doing too many live streams lately, unless I just haven't seen them. I figured you were probably caught up in real life. Like Frankie's live stream, even him, I haven't seen too much. I gotta make sure that these little bells haven't been unclicked. People own dogs, cats own people. Becky, you said a mouthful. That is 100% true. Blind Views, thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate it. Appreciate your insight. 100%, man. Have a great weekend. I don't know what else is happening. We've talked so much shit. We've said so little. I gotta go back, Killer, and look to see. I mean, I had a couple of people that I wasn't seeing live streams, and I looked, and the bells weren't checked anymore. And I went to click on the bells, and it doesn't work. I'm like, what the heck? Sometimes I have to unsub and then subscribe back, and it still wasn't working. It was crazy. I was on yours yesterday, Killer. That was the first one I saw in a while. I was on yours yesterday, and I stayed for about 5 minutes, and you weren't there. You weren't speaking at all. And I was like, oh, he probably stepped away for a little bit, and then I ended up leaving, and then I didn't come back. I ended up getting caught up in work or something. Oh, wow, officer rollout. That's crazy. My cat lost its tail when it tried to escape. Lost a tip. Oof. Renee, welcome. How are you? Oh, your audio went out. Ah, that's what happened. I saw that you were typing here and there. One time I was on Frankie's live stream, and all of a sudden his audio went out, so people started typing, we can't hear you, can't hear you. And he had to go and jiggle his cord. And, well, the cord for the headphones. I don't know. I don't know if he was jiggling his cord or not, but the voice came back. No Stewie is here. Hi, hello. I'm just trying to look at your picture. Welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a first-timer here. Make him feel welcome. Him or her feel welcome. Sorry, I don't want to insinuate. AUX cable. Yeah, I got to eventually get a PS4. That's going to be my lot in life, to try to save up my pennies and get a PS4. I've had my PS3 for a long time that I barely play, because unfortunately I have to do so much adulting, but I won't feel right until I have a PS4. Even if I never use it, I gotta have it. Ron, I lost my tip once. Turns out it was my circumcision. Schmuck! That's the word that they call that little tip, in case anyone didn't know. When you call someone a schmuck, that's what that little tip is from during the circumcision. You know, Killer, I make time for certain things, but I mean, when it comes to taking care of my elderly mother and life and everything and the house, and I would probably have it in the box for 6 months before I even opened it. But that's why I figured I'll save up and eventually be able to get it. Because I'm a gamer from way back. I've had every system from Atari 2600 all the way through. And it only got to be once I got into my 30s that I started having less time. But I mean, I have the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. And it just seems right that I should have that PlayStation 4 before the PlayStation 5 comes out. I can't even get my latest wrestling game because they didn't make it for the PlayStation 3. And that's a staple. I mean, I'm a big wrestling fan and don't have time for that either. I have to eventually catch up on that from time to time. No Stewie says I have a PlayStation 4. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say I should get an Xbox, and I'm like, I got so used to PlayStation because I've been, since 2001 when I got my first PlayStation, I've been so used to those controllers. I'll probably just stick with that. But it's all good. But you're right, though. I probably would never have the time. I probably would end up playing it like twice a month. Is there a game called Wife Denagging? Oh, that's not a game. That's the opposite of that is real life. I need one called Life Denagging. bring my car back on so I can... Oops. So I can plug my phone back in. I have a drink around here somewhere. My bottled water. I have my bottled water around here somewhere. I know it's around here somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. No Stewie, your YouTube channel is a gaming channel. I will have to go check that out, definitely. If you're sub to me, I'll definitely check it out. If you're not sub to me, please sub up and I'll check you out. Sega, you know, I'm going back to my teenage days, but my cousin's friend had a Sega, and then they had a Sega Genesis. I had the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. We used to rent games. I can remember renting games, but you only got them for a day. You know, you rent it like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was due back by 5 o'clock the following day. And then there was a place called Hollywood Video. Eventually, I'm talking when I got into my 20s, there was a place called Hollywood Video. And they would let you have stuff for 5 days. It was amazing. I mean, that's... Especially for a game. I mean, a movie, I can understand a movie a day or two. I mean, you're going to watch the movie that night. You don't need it anymore. But, I mean... Games, what are you going to do in 24 hours with a game? That was before memory cards and all that other stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. 5 days was great. Ron says, Officer Rollout, yes, but it comes at a price, usually called alimony. Everyone's playing in Fortnite lately. That it seems to be the game. I mean, there used to be people who used to play Division a month and a half ago, and now everyone's playing Fortnite. And to me, I don't fully understand it. I mean, I understand it, but I don't understand it. Like most video games, it seems like a whole bunch of nothing. It's like just you shoot, you kill, you try to win. It's such a big following right now. Becky, I miss Hollywood Video also. I miss all those video stores. But then again, now with my computer, and I can get on the illegal sites, and I can download any movie I want for free, so I miss it, but I mean, I don't download movies. I mean, you can watch them for free, but I'm always afraid to do that. I haven't done that in so long. And in my cable company, I have On Demand, and they got so many of my favorite movies on there for free anyway. This old stoner says, forgot to turn my mic on last night. Luckily, Dr. Wiggler told me. 10 minutes, no mic. The game is more entertaining than me. That's crazy. We had Errol's Video Store for movies in my area, Ron Buckley says. We had a place called Video 2000. It was one of those small onesie places. And there was another place called CJ's Video. And everything else. And then we had Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. There wasn't too many onesies. Fortnite is life. You know what the problem is with me, Killer Shark? I found that I was gaming so much that I woke up one day and I had aged 10 years and didn't have much to show for it. Olivia is here, my little sister. The problem with gaming is I couldn't let it become life again because you wake up one day and you're older and grayer and there's so much more to life than that. So I found out for me, gaming needs to be it needs to be an addition to my life, not my life. But I just realized that one day I woke up and it's like, I don't have energy for anything anymore because my 20s are gone. And people will attest to the fact that the older you get, the more drive you have to do things and less energy you have to do them. Well, that was my problem too, Kill. I had no life, so that's what I did. And then when I realized that it was too late to have a life, it was too late to have a life. If that makes any sense. The next thing you know, you're 43 years old and been a janitor for 18 years, and you love your job, but you never really go anywhere, and you start having medical problems, and then owning a house means that I have to cut my own grass now and do a whole bunch of adulting stuff. So unfortunately or fortunately, there was something to pull me away from all my gaming and all my, which for me was really a lot of wasted time because none of it was online. I wasn't able to get any money off of it. A lot of sleepless nights. Olivia just woke up at a party last night and she is tired. Ron says, for me, too much to do outside and then stay inside and play games. But I can't, for the life of me, condone myself to have too much J time and then, have my grass that's a foot long, because that's, part of having a house is the upkeep, and I have so much else to do, like catch up on laundry and this, that, and the other thing. It's horrible. It was so much easier when I lived with my parents. It was so much easier when I lived with my parents. I grew up 10 years that first month I moved out into my own apartment. I grew up 10 years that first month. Oh, that water's good. I have a one of those water packs in here, those Crystal Light things, and it turns it into squirt. Like the soda squirt. We don't get that soda or drink, whatever it is. We don't get that around here, so this is the best I can get. I really like it a lot. And you work too, Shark. I know you work too, so I'm not trying to say that you don't do things. It's just when you get older, you have less energy to do all those things. And especially when you're like me and gain 45 pounds in a year, it's worse. So Killer Shark, I know I'm not trying to insinuate that you don't have a life at all. I know I definitely didn't have a life, and I mean, heck, I didn't even go on my first date until I was 23 years old. I mean, I've never been a chick magnet. I've never been a ladies' man. Not until I got older. Now I was just so nervous before. Now I couldn't care less. Now I just say what I want and do what I want, and it's all good. That's just so much more to be nervous about. So yeah, hey Ruby, welcome. Ruby put E, like E. This kid is still live streaming. Ron says, I can't wait to sell my house and get a condo and have someone else do the upkeep. There's so many people around here, Ron, that say the same stuff. And me, I couldn't do that. I absolutely couldn't be the type that I couldn't live in a condo. I don't know. I'd want to have my own stuff. I want to have my own yard and not have to worry about neighbors above me or below me or on the side of me. I did that for 13 years in an apartment. I didn't like that at all. I was done with that. I wasn't a ladies' man as being younger. The girls all liked me as a friend. And, no big surprise. I'm not exactly Tom Cruise, but I was just so shy that I never would take the first step. And the girls that did like me, I never liked back. They weren't my style. And all the girls that I liked didn't like me back. So it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. When the girls that you like your style of girl doesn't give you the time of day, that's just, it's disheartening. And then all the girls that are not your style, I used to all like the quiet girls, the shy girls, girls in glasses, and then I'd have all these wild girls that wanted me, and that was just, at the time, that was just not, I don't know. It wasn't my style. My condo, Ron says, would be having a hammock between two palm trees, lazy grass skirts, and coconut bras bringing me drinks. I love it. I love it. Oh, then that, I can understand that. Yep. You know what, I'll tell you, if anyone ever goes, a YouTuber, she's very, very well known, and her name, she has 3 S's. It's Sniper Wolf with 3 S's. I don't know if she has any numbers after it. I forget. The way she looks has my whole life. That's totally been my style. Dark hair, glasses, cute. That's always been my style. And I always said that to me, blondes have been the most beautiful women in the world. Blondes are beautiful, but brunettes, for some reason, they just go right down to my soul. And I always knew I was meant to be with a brunette, but that's personal preference. I think blondes are the most beautiful women in the world, but brunettes are just in my DNA. So, you know, it's just weird. It's very hard to explain. That's just me. My upstairs neighbors played bowling for cockroaches that night. My upstairs neighbors, some Spanish family that lived above me when I lived in Providence. I don't know. I used to think that they were bowling all the time. Either that or they would just stomp around constantly. And I never understood it. I never understood how anybody could walk that heavy. And have a kid that just runs back and forth constantly. I mean, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I'm so glad that I don't rent anymore. Now I have a house. And I don't have any of that to worry about. Glenda is here. Hello, welcome. Hi, the guys that liked me were nerdy. I ended up marrying a freak show. Did you watch my honeymoon video? I didn't, but I'm going to catch up on videos tonight, Glenda, definitely. I haven't been able to catch up on a lot since the power went out. And this week has been crazy with my health. And I had a major headache the other day. And I was out Monday from work, so yeah, without the power, I almost forgot about that. That's why the week seems a lot shorter. But unfortunately, I got a late start with this live stream because I was talking with a coworker of mine from day shift that used to be on nights. And unfortunately, I got to end this because I got to go into work. But I might do another live stream later. I will try. I'm going to see what happens. I might do a supper live stream like I did last week or the week before, whatever that was. But I appreciate it. I'm sorry for those of you that just got here. I mean, I love each and every one of you. I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for you guys and girls. And I appreciate you so much. And I'm glad everyone could just be themselves and have side conversations. I mean, I really do. Ruby, see ya. I really do. I don't say that jokingly. I mean, I love the fact that I can talk but not have to be the center of attention all the time. That people can get along enough to talk with each other. I do appreciate that, guys. It makes me feel a lot less... a lot less nervous, you know. Sometimes you just don't know what to talk about, and I've had my times up here that I've stunk up the scenery, let me tell you. But Ron says a lady with a pulse does it for me. Ron, you are one of the funniest people I know. I really, really appreciate you as a friend. I really do. And if you do any videos soon, like you said, I will be there. I promise you, I'll be there watching. I won't be there like lurking or, you know, behind the camera stalking you or anything like that, because I'm not a traveler, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm too far away. But Glenda, I will do that tonight. I will, and you'll know I'll do it because I'll comment. Every video I watch, I comment so people know I watched it. But guys, I gotta get going. I love you all. Take care. Maybe I'll live stream later. If not, I will see you on my next video, or you will see me on my next video. That would be more likely to say. You will see me on my next video, and that's about it. I guess I gotta go to work, unfortunately. So, take care, everyone. Goodbye, Glenda, Ron, everyone else. My coworkers are all seeing me now. They're all starting to come in. Becky, Ron, Ruby, Officer, Rollout, anyone else that's here that I missed. I love you all. Take care. See you soon. This is the Illuminator. You can continue to talk after I'm done, so by all means, don't feel like you have to leave. You can continue to talk to each other for a couple of minutes after I'm gone. I love you all. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.